As a senior health data analyst currently working remotely for 2 UK companies, I'm going to show you today where I got my remote jobs from. And I'll be sharing with you the 3 platforms I used to land my 2 remote data analytics jobs, and the 3 platforms I totally avoided because they wasted months of my time. I will also show you how to set up your profile on these job platforms, how to apply on each of these platforms, and how to stand out on each of these platforms. And trust me, if you follow the exact process I'm about to show you today, you are very much closer to landing your first or your next remote job. So this is an opportunity you definitely don't want to miss. Make sure to watch this video to the end. Let's get into this. Now I'm going to start with the 3 platforms that wasted months of my time, so you should also avoid them. The first platform is LinkedIn. Now, based on my personal experience, LinkedIn can be one of the most frustrating places to start your remote job search, especially as a beginner. I remember back then in 2020, which was 6 years ago, when I started my data analysis journey. After a few months of building my skills, I did what most people did. I rushed to LinkedIn and started applying for jobs. I applied every day for weeks. I kept sending applications for months, but nothing meaningful came out of it. I didn't even get any response. It was just pure silence. I didn't even get an interview. Later, I got to realize that I was not the only one facing this particular problem. It was just the platform. LinkedIn should be your support platform, not your main strategy. The second platform I avoided totally was Indeed. Indeed is actually a very popular platform because it has a lot of job listings. But quantity is not always quality. One thing I noticed is that many listings on Indeed are repeated across multiple websites. Sometimes the same job postings appear again and again and again. Sometimes the roles has already been filled, but you will still be able to see that job posting. Now, that means you can spend hours sending applications over and over again to jobs that has already closed. That leads to months of wasted opportunity. That leads to months of wasted time. Now, the third platform I avoided was Glassdoor. Most people know Glassdoor for salary review and for company insight, which for that, it can actually be very useful. But for job hunting, especially for a remote data analyst role, it is not the strongest place to focus all your energy because most of their listings are always pulled from another sources. So instead of finding fresh new opportunities, you will just be seeing jobs that has already been posted somewhere else. Now that we've talked about the platforms that wasted my time, let's move to the 3 platforms that actually helped me land my remote jobs in the UK. But before we continue, I would want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say. If you are in Africa, you are in India, or any other country outside regions like the UK, the US, or Europe as a whole, you may need a VPN. Now, the reason is simple. Some of these websites are not easily accessible from certain locations outside of Europe, and without a VPN, you may not even be able to open or to use this website properly. Now, with that out of our way, the first platform that actually worked for me is dice.com. A platform used in Europe to find remote tech related jobs. So guys, this is my personal profile on dice.com, and as you can see here, it's 100% complete. I've made sure I've set up my profile to the fullest level. You can also come here in my profile, you see my resume, you see my skills. I make sure I optimize this up to 68 plus skills. You come here, you see that I've made sure that my work settings have been set to remote. So whatever job recommendation I'm getting must be a remote job. My travel preference is no. Now let me just quickly take you through the whole process of getting your own. Now when you come here, you search dice.com. Now I want dice.com rather. So like I said earlier, for those that are outside the Europe region, you'll be needing a VPN. Now this is my VPN. I use the Proton VPN. In case you don't have a VPN you use, you can just go and download the Proton VPN. It's actually free and easy to use. So you need a VPN if you are outside the region of Europe, because it's a website mainly for the Europeans, and to get remote jobs there, you need to be able to have access to it through the use of VPN. So you come here. If you don't have a VPN, it won't load. It will show you 403 forbidden. Do you understand? It's not an African website. It's mainly for Europeans. You come over here. When you click on your register to register your account, it takes you here. So you are interested in a tech job, so you're going to create your own free profile. You're creating it for yourself. Let's say you use the John. You use Doe. Let's just use. I'm just trying to like give an example. You use an email. Let's say Isaac. gmail.com. So once you don't put in your password, it takes you to where you're going to verify your email. Then once you don't verify your email, you now have access to your own personal. So now once you don't verify your email over here, it now takes you to your own page. So now let's go to my profile, so I can just quickly show you what you need to do. You need to make sure your profile is set up to 100. You complete the circle. You make sure you fill in everything. Put in a headshot. Now over here, it must be a headshot. If you don't have a headshot, go to ChatGPT, give it a clear image of yourself. Tell it to give you an headshot. You must use an headshot there. Profile visibility must be turned on. Put in your resume. Put in your best skills. Put in skills, no matter the amount. You come here, your work experience. You make sure you set it to remote and so many other kind of things. Now you come over here in dice.com. I just want to give you an overview of what it looks like. When you come over here to dice.com, you see recommended jobs and you see search jobs. Now the recommended job is based on your profile or your portfolio. Not necessarily your portfolio, but your CV. So based on what you've uploaded on your CV, the dice.com AI system reads what is in your CV and recommend jobs for you. You get. So in this search job, one thing I love about this dice.com is that for people that are not really that doesn't really have a work authorization, it gives the filter of when you come down here, willing to sponsor. Now, not all job system allows you to choose the one that is willing to sponsor and the one that's not willing to sponsor. When I mean sponsor, I mean your work authorization, your visa. So for those that are outside the Europe, you'll be needing that your location on. Outside the Europe and you don't have US work authorization, you need to go and turn that settings on. So when you come to recommended jobs, now you can see that this is the data analyst role. It's a remote role in Michigan. Michigan is in the US, and this is the pay. So also remote in DES today was also posted today, and so many more. Dice is actually a very good website, and I've been using it for years to apply for jobs. You just have to make sure you optimize your profile well and do the necessary thing you need to do. You start applying for jobs. So the next platform I got one of my remote jobs from is Wellfound.com, where you can find startup jobs and remote jobs. So now the first thing we're going to do is to search for Wellfound.com. So you come here, you come to the link. It takes you to create your own personal profile. So when you come here, you choose where you're based. Let's just say Lagos, Nigeria. Exactly. So you put it in. What best describes your role? I'm a data analyst. You put your role in. You come here. How many years experience do you have? Okay, 6 years. I have 6 years experience. Are you a new student? No. Just fill in according to your own pattern. So you come here, you put in where you work currently. So it's either you already have a job or you are not currently employed. Let's use I'm not currently employed. You come here, you put in your LinkedIn profile and your website. Do you understand? Now, this website is your portfolio website. If you've not created a portfolio website, I created a YouTube video to give you a tutorial on how to create a portfolio website. So this portfolio website helps you showcase your best skills and your best projects you've been able to do. So it increases your chance of actually getting hired, because it lets recruiters and hiring managers go through your past work, see what you've been able to build. So it creates this mindset that, oh, this particular person you're about to hire actually knows what he's doing based on what you've been able to do. So if you've not created your portfolio, go to one of my videos now. You will see how to create your own personal portfolio so you can stand out. So the next thing to do is to create our profile. Now you say you should set your job preference. Okay, so you are ready to interview. Actually, full-time, let's choose full-time employee. Your desired salary, I would say you should not put that now, if that's possible. So now this is the main thing. Okay, yeah, I'm open to working remotely. Don't forget to click this. So now the main thing is, do you have US work authorization? Your chances here, this is where you actually now know whether, because most of the companies would not sponsor your scholarship for this US work authorization. So it's either you are legally authorized or you are not legally authorized. So if you are not legally authorized, one thing I'm now going to advise is, when you're searching for jobs, search for job of companies that don't require US work authorization. That's how it works. If you search for companies that require it, you are just wasting your time doing application. So are you legally authorized to work in the US? Yes. So if you are not, don't click yes. Do you understand? Do you require sponsorship for the US employment visa? So if you require sponsorship, you click yes. Let's check. Let me click no. I don't require that. Would you like to work for any of these company sizes? Just click yeah. You don't really mind. You're actually looking for your work. You shouldn't have. Do you understand? So you save and you continue. Let it take us to the next step. Now, what environment do you work better in? Set a clear role. What's the most important thing to your next job? Opportunity with progress of the company. Team members you can learn from is fine also, but a company with a good growth trajectory. Yeah. So now, how important is it? Important. Yeah. How important is it that your next job has a flexible? Very important. Very important. Now, how important is it that you work in a quiet office? Important. Now, what describes what you're looking for in your next job? Now, I want you to, if you don't know English or if you don't know how to put yourself out there, you can actually go to AI to get you a very good description to answer this. You understand? But I'm not really, so I'll just put, what describes what you're looking for in your next job? What can we say for this particular thing? Let me just use a good example. A good pay. Let's just say a good pay. Okay. Anything, but don't use a good pay. Go and go to ChatGPT, or if you know what you write or you know what you're looking for, just write something better there. I don't really have time, so we're trying to go fast. So here is where you put your resume. You should also get your CV down. Get your CV, your resume. Let's keep this for now. So now we are in the place where we get to search for jobs. Do you understand? Not Africa. Europe, actually. Only show companies where most of all the employees work remote. Not necessary. Enter. So now we've been able to fill in this. So what is supposed to be? It's supposed to be remote only, and you change this to Europe. Do you understand? So now we get to see, this is a dating app for the curious. This is a senior marketing analyst role in London. Do you understand? Golden investor, this one is in the London, and you come here, you click them, you apply. So you follow the process they tell you to do, and then we are done for Wellfound. So now that I've shown you where to find real remote jobs and the platform you should avoid wasting your time on, the next step is very simple. Take action. If you want me to send you a list of trusted and legit websites for remote job, just comment remote job in the comment section and I'll send them to you. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. It wouldn't take you up to 2 minutes. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notification of this channel, because in my next video I'll be sharing another important secret about getting job faster, another secret to optimize your profile and apply the right way to land remote job faster and start earning in dollars as a remote data analyst or any remote job. Trust me, you definitely don't want to miss this opportunity. Subscribe now and turn on the notification of this channel so you'll be notified immediately when I make the next post. And also, if you are interested in a 5-month paid mentorship program where I take you from being a beginner data analyst to a master independent data analyst in the space of 5 months, my LinkedIn link is in the description of this video. Message me now on LinkedIn so I can send you the full package so we can start immediately. See you in the next video.